Hello Leo, thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the They-Lima Tarot. It's by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Relationship first, single second. Let's see what we got. I didn't expect all those cards to come out, but they did. Alright. I'm going to cheat a little bit just to see what's under there. Okay. This could be an interesting situation. Alright, where are we starting? Right here. Now, you got a face-down card here. And I'm getting you're making changes. Is that actually on the card, or is that just how that's looking? Alright. That makes better sense to me. There's a spot on my card under this guy's eye. It looked like he had a tear, and I'm just like, what is that? He doesn't. The magician is on your side. That's somebody who's creating a situation, creating it for what they want it to be, moving things forward based on their own design. The face-down card you have is knowledge. It's face down. I don't know if I like that. Only because, like, usually when cards are face down, there's a hidden or secrecy element. Now, you know what this means, but your partner doesn't. Now, why don't I not like that? Like, you're changing things, and you're purposely keeping things to yourself about it, is what I'm getting. For a reason. For a reason, I get that. But I'm getting it's face down. Like, are you learning? No, I feel like you know something here and your partner doesn't. And you're changing up the situation based on what you know is coming forward. But your partner doesn't know it. Your partner doesn't know it. I'm getting that again. Now, this seems to be interesting because I'm getting you're changing it. You're changing the situation with you and your partner. Your partner has the Tower card, like you're shocking your partner. It's just changing. It's just like, I don't feel like they can even do anything to stop it. Like, you're changing something. They can't do anything to stop you. Victory between the two of you, I'm noticing. So this change is working. You're pushing forth this change. If this reading's hitting with you, you're pushing forth the change. It's happening. Your partner's shocked. But and I wouldn't say they were excited about it to begin with. It just seems like they're more shocked, but it's happening. There's nothing they can do to stop it. And the victory between the two of you is telling me it is working out. The knowledge face down, though, is telling me you know something's coming forward that your partner does not. Now, I feel like this is maybe why I don't like this, just to be fair, because I got that feeling, and I'm still feeling like this, holding the information back, I feel like that might be working against you in the long run. Only because your partner has the challenge card of the Knight of Pentacles. They're trying to see where they're going. They're trying to make adjustments. They're trying to reconstitute the situation to just go along with it in a way that they can, like, cement in and be okay going forward, but they don't know what you know. And they're trying to do this Knight of Pentacles thing where they're trying to move forward with the changes, they're trying to accept the changes, but they're trying to rebuild a structure so that they can be comfortable and happy and just move forward okay. But they don't have enough information to really correctly create that. Now, your challenge card is the Eight of Cups, which feels like a little bit of mystery here to me, too. I don't feel like you've completely made your mind up exactly where the destination is going to be. You just, you know that you're headed in the right direction, but it's kind of like I'm in New York if you're going to California. And then you've started this situation like, we're going to California, but you haven't decided where in California, if that makes sense. You know a roundabout where it's going, you just haven't decided on the final destination, and you've already started the trip. And I'm getting this is your challenge card, is because that's one of the reasons you haven't really given off too much information just yet, because you know that you're going to California and you're just saying, we're going to California. But the thing is, you haven't really divulged the destination because you haven't really completely decided the destination yet. You want to gather some more information. You're just not ready to make that decision. But you're just like, we need to move now. We need to get going now. And then when I get there, I'll know where to go. That's kind of how it feels. Your partner, though, I feel like they're just trying to plan this out and just trying to get comfortable and support the situation. I don't feel like they're saying no. They're just supporting it. But the way they're constructing things and trying to build it to move forward, I just feel like there might be some errors there just because they don't know what you know. Now, ultimately, I do see judgment going in your favor. Like, you are going to get what you want. And I do see your partner going along with it. Your partner has the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. Like, they're actively trying to support you in this situation. And they do have love for you. I feel like the Page of Cups is saying they have love for you, but they may not be loving the situation, just to be fair. They have love for you, but the situation, they might be like, And I'm getting that Page of Wands is like they're going along with it, they're supporting you, but I'm also getting like they're just kind of following along with what they think you want. They're trying to be the Knight of Pentacles, they're trying to be more proactive, but I'm getting like things are changing direction here and there, and they're not able to really cement this in. They'd like to, though. They'd like to. So it's moving forward. I'm getting kind of when this moves forward far enough, I am getting, though, that your partner keeps pushing to get some stability. And sooner or later, I feel like they're going to actually cement in a pattern one way or another. Judgment still goes in your favor, and I feel like that's saying, for example, I'm in New York, like I said, going to California. We're going to California. You do end up in California. But the judgment is saying you get that part of the judgment in your favor. I feel like your partner might actually supersede you and actually decide on the actual location because of the support they're giving to you. They're making the decision for you, not realizing that they're doing that, but I feel like they are doing that. Because spiritually you have the Hierophant, you're honoring your partner, you're going forward with it, and it's almost like the plan takes its own shape as it goes. And it just feels like the Hierophant is telling me that it didn't completely work out exactly how you wanted it to, but it's still good. And I feel like this is about honoring your partner and your partner's support. It feels like it's good, but I'm just getting like maybe this didn't work out ideally for you. And I feel like one of the reasons maybe you're holding this back is because you're afraid your partner's going to shut this down on you or try to shut it down on you. But I feel like the way it's going, though, they're going to end up, making the decision for you inadvertently. Like, they're not purposely doing that, but how they're supporting you, it just seems to be naturally guiding it a certain way, and you just end up at this spot that your partner seems to decide without realizing that they've decided it. That seems very interesting to me. Because how this seems to end up is the Emperor with the Joy on your partner's side. They're seeing this, like, I feel like they're taking what they know about you and the situation. They're making decisions without realizing that they're doing that. I don't know how that's happening. It's interesting because I just feel like they're pushing forward. They're very happy with how this ends up, and they're feeling like this worked out best for everybody. I'm getting you didn't get the exact outcome you wanted, but you're happy with it, which is really weird with the Nine of Swords. I feel like the reason you're looking at this is kind of like you could have done this better. I'm getting the Nine of Swords is kind of like, oh, I could have done this better. You're not, like, because the two cards, and the reason I'm saying you're happy with it is you have Harmony and you have True Love Come to Me. It worked out better for your partner than for you, ultimately, is what I got. But I feel like you're looking back, like, if I just kind of communicated a little more, maybe we both could have been a lot more happy here. And I feel like that's the Knight of Swords for you. Like, if I just communicated a little more, maybe this would have went better, and we both would have been truly happy. You're happy that your partner's happy, but you didn't get quite the outcome you wanted. But again, I'm getting the Justice. You're standing in that spot of the Justice with Aphrodite's love spell. You're kind of like, it did work out. Justice, you feel like it worked out fairly, and you're happy, your partner's happy, it seems like everything worked out, but I still feel like it's kind of like it didn't quite work out the way you were hoping it was going to work out, but you're like, if I just kept my partner in the loop a little more, this might have worked out better. And your partner, after this is all said and done, I'm getting the Nine of Cups, they're very happy with you in this situation, they've got wisdom and study here. I feel like wherever this is ending up, wherever the situation is ending up, they're really digging in some roots. They got wisdom and study here, which is like they're learning more about how this situation ended up, and they're trying to build more of a fortress around the situation, is what I'm getting. The study and wisdom is like they're really soaking it up, digging in deeper, and they're just making plans to elongate the situation and help it flourish. And the Nine of Cups is telling me they're really happy about that. They're really happy where this is ending up. So I'm feeling like if this comes to you at the right time, you might want to clue in your partner a little bit more on what you know that they don't. Because I feel like that's why I didn't like this in the beginning, and I feel like this might be actually working against you. The fact that you're not really sharing, that there's some open spots here. Because I feel like you can diplomatically give enough information so that they can realize, and you can just let them know what you're thinking and what direction you want to end up, or where you kind of want to end up, what elements you would like to contain in the resolution or the destination. And I feel like this will work better for you, because I feel like, again, using that California analogy, it's like you wanted to end up somewhere on the coast and you're like inland. Like your destination was inland, and you actually wanted to be on the coast. I feel like that's the difference. You're still in California. It didn't work out exactly how you wanted it to, but if you just at least gave a little bit more information about how you're headed towards the coast of California, not inland, that might have worked out better for you. Because especially when this is all said and done, your partner is digging in roots deep roots. And I don't feel like you're going to have a chance to do something like this again for a while. Done? Done. Alright, I feel like that works for Leo relationships. Let's do Leo single. What do we have for Leo single? Messages for single Leos. Messages for single Leos. Empowering information that help them see what's truly happening and help them move forward in a direction they want to go. Empowering information for Leo. Single Leos. Alright, I gotta be honest. The Lover's card popped up at the bottom, and I want to keep shuffling, but they're like, nope. So let's see what we got. Yeah. So we do have the Lover's card at the bottom. You got the Lover's card at the bottom, and you got the Devil card at the bottom of your reading. And I've heard before that people feel like these kind of can balance each other, or kind of there can be confusion about which is really what's real. Is it love or is it lust? Sometimes the Devil comes through as lust. Let's shuffle these oracle cards and see where this is going. You want love, but the question is, are you ending up with lust? I feel like that's what we're going for here. Because you want love. That's what you want. Do you really match this person? Do you really match this person? Now, I'm getting in the past you have the Ten of Swords. This is someone else. I feel like you've had a really rough breakup or something. If this is hitting, it feels like something ended very poorly. You might be even coming out of a really bad breakup. But you're looking for something to cement in. You're looking for love. You're looking for love. Your goal is definitely the Lover's card. I definitely feel that. Your goal is the Lover's card. Now, I'm getting here this Devil at the bottom, though. It's kind of like the person coming towards you, there's a lot of attraction here. A lot. And I'm getting kind of like, even you might be questioning, is this love or lust? Like right from the get-go. Because you're very intensely attracted. But you might be questioning that right from square one. Like, is this, like, did I fall flat? Did I just fall for this person? Just fall flat in love with them? Or is this just lust? Am I just lusting after this person and I just can't seem to help myself? What is it? What am I doing here? Because I feel like there's that question right in the beginning. Now, in the center, the offer of love comes with the Queen of Cups and the Empress. I'm getting this situation is starting off with a bang. Bang. The Queen of Cups, the Empress, a lot of love's going on here, a lot of intimate time together. Things seem to be clicking off very quickly, very fast. I'm getting like there's a lot. It seems like it's a lot of physical time. I don't know. I'm not feeling like a lot of communication here in the beginning. I'm getting there's a lot of just can't keep your hands off each other type feeling. That's what it feels like to me. And at the top, I'm getting the King of Wands. The King of Wands is telling me that there's a lot of drive to move forward. There's a lot of, like, the King of Wands, the King is very sure about what he wants. The Wand is the action. And he knows what he wants and he's going forward. And that just seems to be, there's a lot of drive, a lot of passion, a lot going on here. But I feel like you're still questioning. Even though it's happening, you're still questioning, like, is this love or lust? I don't know. Because the bottom part here, the Devil is saying the physical attraction is very high. I feel like it's very high. Now, as you're going forward to the next spot here, the Queen of Swords has shown up to help you out. Because I'm getting there's very frank discussions. Is it you or the other person? Is it you? I feel like it's you. Is it you? Well, it's whoever it is, somebody's bringing it forward that like this is going forward way too fast. And I'm getting here at this point where the Queen of Swords shows up. It's very harsh words in the sense of like I feel like the two of you are having this conversation where you're realizing you don't really know each other. And things seem to be going forward way too fast. And you're still not sure if it's love or lust. I'm getting you really don't know. You really don't know. And I'm getting at this point is where you have the Five of Cups with the Courage. Because you're not really sure if it's there or not. You're not sure if it's love or if it's lust. You just don't know. And you're just kind of like, I don't want to get into a situation that's just going to be bad because the passion is there, but we don't match up emotionally or like we just don't match up otherwise. Like if it's just physical, if it's just passion and nothing else really matches, this is going to self-destruct and I don't want that. And you got the Courage here next to it like we got to get to know each other better. I got to know if this is really something in the realm of love or if this is just a physical thing and it's going to pass. And I'm also getting the Hanged Man card for where you're standing. You really don't know what to do. You really don't know what to do about this. And I feel like you want to get to know this person more, but it's hard because when you're around each other, you're just very magnetically drawn to each other. So what I feel like is going to go forward after this, and I almost feel like this is partly the advice. The Seven of Wands with the organization. The Seven of Wands is like overcoming the challenge by putting... I feel like you're putting yourself in situations, you and this person, where you can't touch each other. You're trying to do it where you're out in public, where you have to talk, and you're trying to find situations where you talk more to each other and you get to know each other more. You're trying to force it into like a more get to know you phase and not allow it to stay in such a physical phase. And I feel like that's actually good because I feel like you're forcing it to go there, but it's going to pay off. Excuse me. Because the organization with the Seven of Wands is like you're forcing this out of its current situation, its current mode, And you're moving it into an arena where you have to get to know each other. Some of you, I even feel like you're volunteering for something because you're both the type of people who will help and do things like that and make things work out, and you'll stay centered on that, and you're feeling like this will work and this will be a good arena for you to do that because you'll be focused on making sure that gets done and hopefully still getting to know each other little by little, being around each other, seeing how each other works, yet not overly focusing on each other, so you can be around each other without overly focusing on each other. Whatever works. Because in your environment, you got the world with the success. This person, I feel like it is love. But there's definitely a lot of attraction, and I feel like it's confusing. Alright, let's do this. The world and the success is in the environment. I feel like this is love. Okay, I want to say that. But, how do I say this? You definitely can be overly sexually connected in the sense of like, how do I put this delicately? I just feel like the sex might be really, really good, and just you're afraid that it's going to be over-focused, like the relationship is going to be over-focused, overly focused on the sex. I feel like when this happens, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't feel like I need to go into that. Because when the devil card shows up, it can just say that you're very overly focused on the physical. And I feel like you'll know what that means when the time comes. I feel like you'll know exactly what that means. And that's where all this confusion is coming from. So I don't feel like I need to beat that to death. But as you go forward, you're pulling it away from that moment. You're pulling it out of that mode because you actually want to get to know each other. Like, physical attraction is great, and what goes on with that is great. I don't feel like there's anything really wrong with that. But I feel like what you're going forward, what you're going into after this, you're actually investing in each other and getting to know each other, and you're kind of trying to make a connection separate from the physical attraction. It does feel like this is going to go well. I just feel like this devil card is confusing the issue. I feel like that's his big thing here. He's confusing, like, is this love or is this lust? And I feel like you're just solving it and getting through it. I feel like you're going to be fine, but I also feel like it's a very smart move to, like, force it out of that arena and putting it more into the get to know you phase. Like, the attraction is, if this reading is hitting, the attraction is extremely high between the two of you. Extremely high. Are we good? Okay. So, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.